All right, and we're live. For all you guys who are hanging out with us over on Stand Day, you know what we're doing today. We are right off the bank here on the Mississippi River, and we are fishing it's a straight down drop off. So basically, we're using the longer rods, and we're just dropping the bait straight down off of a ledge. Um, this has worked for us before in the past, especially in this spot. We've caught some really big catfish that are they'll hug the bank like that on those deep ledges. Whenever you've got a lot of trash and logs floating out there, they don't like that stuff hitting them in the face anymore, and you like somebody slapping you in the face. So they move in real close to the bank and they hug these ledges. We've caught some big fish doing that. I don't know if we will today because we are on the verge of the spawn. I don't know if they've started yet or not. I'm sure we are pre-spawn if we're not in the spawn. I don't think they are full-blown spawn yet, but either way, we're dealing with all that. Also, another handicap we have, I don't know if you can see it or not. I didn't notice it till I done got set up here. There's a huge anchor rope floating on the water right there that they use to tie barges up with. So the challenge is, if we do catch a good fish and we're reeling in, that anchor rope runs right along here, just under the surface of the water. And we got to figure out how, if we catch a fish, how we're going to get him over that. Because if they go under it, it's not going to be pretty. Let's go back, say hi to everybody coming in here. We'll drop the link here shortly. I know there's a lot of people out fishing. Anybody wants to hop up on panel? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and drop the link now for anybody that wants to come up. I did that wrong. Let me go back. Just give me a second here. Now you're getting it right, Danny. Get your head straight, boy. Get right, get right. Now we got it. There's the link. Anybody's out there wants to come up fish with us, you're more than welcome. Just come on up. Let's go back and say hi to everybody. Got 19 people in here looking right now. And we've got Mr. Mike Sampson. What's up, Sappy? Right off the top, he's first one in. Fish in the Mid-South, Mr. Mike Snow. Almost first. You always are, buddy. You're almost every time. My brother from across the pond, Mr. Martin, UK. What's up, Martin? We'll be seeing Martin here sometime soon this year. Coming up, Martin saying hi to everybody. Guerrero Bagre. Welcome in, Guerrero. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Lisa Elliott, what's going on, sis? I got to get the Lisa rod rigged up. I was fishing downstream from here in on a rock pile and basically broke off every line that I had. So I am in the process of re-rigging rods right now. And we've got 3 out though, so we are fishing. And we'll see if we can't get on something today. This is probably going to be a short live. I'm just going to do a couple hours today because I've got a few things to do at the house I've got to get done this afternoon. And my wife told me, said, you probably don't need to be gone all afternoon until dark because we got a couple things we got to get done around the house here. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I've been putting it off. You're right. We'll get it done. Benoit Fishing, just got to hang out with Benoit over on Stand Day. They did a fantastic job, put on an awesome show, catching on some bowfin. I know where I can go catch a whole bunch of them bowfin, but I avoid them things like the plague because we catch them around here all the time. We don't kill them, we throw them back. I know a lot of people right here, they'll throw them up on the bank. And I am definitely against that. They they've been here pretty much longer than any other fish in this river system, to be honest with you. And if anybody's earned the right to be here, it's the bowfin. They got more right in that water than we do. Mary Mercifer, welcome in, Mary. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wabash Nate coming in. Russ the Hunter, how you doing, Russ? I'm gonna try to get to you guys. Dave Garcher, how you doing? And I've got to put a new reel on the. I got to change out reels on this 14-foot Mad Cats. I had a pin warfare on there, and I just backlashed it so bad that there's absolutely no chance of me getting that straightened out on the river. But I carry a spare reel. I've got an Akuma that we're going to stick on there, and we'll get that rod back out there. Got that Akuma from Richard Cluck, my good buddy J.G. Hill, the rock star of the catfish community. What is up, J.G.? Love you, brother. Good to see you in here. Misplaced country girl, Denise. Good to see you. Good to see you. All righty, we're working our way through here. We're making our way through here. Mad County Catfishing. Mr. Zepko saying hello, Danny. Go get them, Danny. I'm trying, man. I really think these fish have started in on the spawn. I probably would have been way better off fishing the backwater today instead of the main river, but I'm stubborn. I love fishing this main river, and even though I've got all kinds of obstacles in my way of trying to fish here today, we're going to do it anyway. We just won't be out here real long. A couple hours maybe, something like that. Steve Ransom, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, Russ the Hunter. There's where I dropped the link. Anybody wants to come up? Still Martin backpack. He just doesn't know it yet. I knew you was gonna wind up with that backpack. 217 Rebel, my little bro. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. I got to fish with 217, I think 1 or 2 times before up at Baldwin. I need to get hooked back up with him, man, because I tell you what, it's a blast fishing with that dude, man. Definitely want to do that again. 217, I'll holler at you because I'm probably going to be back up at Baldwin here in about 2 weeks. Now, let that sink in. You figure it out. I think some of y'all that know what's going on know what's going on. I'll probably be at Baldwin here in about 2 weeks. Can't help but love those prehistoric things. Yep, as long as they ain't latched onto my daggum finger. I've been bit by one before. It don't feel good. Keith Doc Reed, welcome in, Keith. Good to see you. Danny, how did you do in the tournament? I did really bad. The tournament yesterday. Yeah, I pretty much got rained out and tried bumping, and I was actually in the spot that I was at earlier this morning on stand day, and I just kept losing rigs, and it kept pouring rain. And my wife called me, and she said, "You know what? Why don't you just drop out, come home? We'll go out to eat, and just go do something this afternoon." And so that's what I did. I wasn't doing any damage to nobody in that tournament. I wasn't no threat to anybody. So they wasn't going to miss me if I left. So I opted out and went and spent the rest of the day with my lovely, lovely wife. And I don't regret it 1 minute because me and her don't get to spend a whole lot of time together because I'm either working or I'm fishing. And if I'm not doing that, I'm eating or sleeping. And the eating part goes real fast and the sleeping takes a long time. So she don't see me very often. Want to be outdoors, my Arkansas brother, Matt. Oh my God, look at that guy. There are 2 turtles sticking their heads up right there by my lines. A soft-shelled turtle and a cotton-picking, what do you call it, red-eared slider? We don't want no turtles. We don't want no turtle. Go away, Mr. Turtle. Get on out of here. Bye-bye, turtle. If I catch that thing today, it's going to be the end of it. I mean, I'll tell you what, I do not want that stupid turtle. He better not even be down there messing with my line. There was 2 of them. There was a soft shell and a hard shelled the mud slider, red-eared mud slider. And they're lurking around my bait, y'all, trying to be all sneaky. Catch a hog, Daddy. Finally took my boat out on the water last week. Great, Mad County. Good to see you headed out there. Well, we are. We've been in this situation before where the river's all messed up like this, and we fished right off the bank like this. And a couple years ago, we got I think it was a 59 pounder. 59. I had a live show going, had Jerry Parker up on panel. I had Big Skip was up there and Hot Mess Fishing. She was on the panel, and I caught a 59 pounder. And then here, you guys know, just a couple, 2 or 3 months ago, just on the other side of this tree right here, I was fishing the same way, just dropping the lines right off the bank. I mean, straight down right there. And that's when I got that 88.82 pounder, just like that. My cotton picking Thing ain't moving here. Keith Rod, Doc Reed, member for 4 months. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, I hate it when I do this. I touch that screen and it shrinks my chat down, and I don't know how to fix it. I hate it. I hate it. Girl fishing. JJ thinking I better get my own. Martin said, "Oh, that's Displaced Country Girl." See, it shrunk my chat. All I thought it said was girl fishing. That gummit. There's Miller Time fishing. Miller Time, when you gonna get back over here on the river, man? Oh, Cody Miller, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm gonna try to keep talking. I'm gonna try to put this. I'm gonna try to mount this reel up on this rod while I'm talking to y'all, because I do want to get one line way out there. I do. I do. I truly do. I want to try to get one line way out there and see if we can't do some damage with it. All right, let me tighten this up on here. Get the old Kuma mounted up on there. There we go. Nice and tight. Already got a rig made up for it. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Yeah, Cody Miller, he's been over here fishing with me and Richard Cluck a few times. You guys check out Miller Time Fishing. There's 3 nights. What's going up? Did I say that backwards? Yeah, I did. It's supposed to be what's going down. I said what's going up. I've been in the sun too long. Thank God I found this shade tree. Whoo! Get a little warm out here. Cooking my brain. Cooking my brain. Let's see if I can get to the bottom of this. I said, hey, 3 nights. I'm going to be outdoors. New member, Matt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can get this thing tied up here. Man, my biggest worry right now, guys, is hang on, I'm trying to push this through the guide there. My biggest worry if we hook a fish is getting caught up in that. I don't know if y'all can see that rope. It's floating on the water right there, but it goes up in here, it goes underwater. If we hook anything, we got to figure out how we're going to get it over that rope. I didn't realize that rope was there until I got all set up, and that is not a good thing. Okay. Benoit fishing, we caught 2 snappers this morning, and we catch soft shells when it gets really warm. You know, I've never caught a turtle off of the main Mississippi River. Now, I know you guys saw me in a, man, just that fish jump out there, right there. They're moving just off the bank, you guys. They're right in there. All we got to do is get a bait in front of their face and hope they'll eat it. But I did catch a soft-shelled turtle. Not last tournament, the tournament before that. That was not on the main river. It was on the backwater. Stephen Merchant. Hey, Stephen, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I've been doing some fishing, just been crazy. Busy with work, trying to get things done between all the rain. I know that's right, buddy. You know, we cannot catch a break on the Mississippi River. It's either drought conditions with super low water, or it's freaking flood. Look at this. The water's all the way up into the trees, man. We're usually fishing. We're sitting down there. I have to climb down a ledge to get to the spot that I usually get to. But you can't get to it right now because it's underwater. White bass over the spillway. Matt, I went by the spillway this morning, and the water, they've got the gates open, and it is boiling, rolling out of there. It is churned up, muddy, sticks, logs, all kinds of trash blasting out of that dam. I wouldn't throw a rod in right there right now if you held a gun to my head. Is that a trot line rope? No, no, no. That is a rope that is about 1.5 inches in diameter. They use that for tying the barge. They'll pull a barge up here and they'll throw out a big grappling hook and they grab that rope and they tie the barge up with that. That's a huge rope, man. It'll hold a barge. That's what it's there for. It's an anchor line for barges. But I didn't realize it was there, and I throwed every one of these lines right across it. So there's a good chance that today's going to suck because of that rope. Robert James, good to see you. I'm going to take a minute here and get a drink. Patrick Graham at the bottom. Yes, I think I am. All right, now I can go ahead and start trying to get this reel rigged up here. Oh, I've got it underlapped in there. I got to fix that right off the bat. We've got a boo-boo in this reel. I'm going to fix that real quick. There we go. I think that got it. I'm working on it, guys. Just be patient. I want to get at least, I got all these rods suspended right off the bank. I do want to get one rod way out there. Now, it's kind of dumb because we know it's just going to keep snagging trees and it's going to keep getting hung up and stuff. But we're going to throw one out there anyway because we do like to have at least one rod way out yonder in the pawpaw patch. We do love to have one rod way out there. All right, we've got that rigged up. Let me loosen the drag up on that. River Catch Tackle, what's up, John? My sponsor, my mentor, my buddy, my friend. We got the brand new 10-foot Challenger rod out right there. The other one, I've got a tie rig on it. It's laying right there. We've got the twin towers right there. We got the two brand new Ancient Mariner Challengers fitted up with the Ancient Mariner 6000 reels. I've got one of them in the water right now. There. We've also got our 7'6" Ancient Mariner contender rod. Or is that Challenger? I can't even remember which one it is. Is it Challenger or contender? I think it's Challenger. Yeah, Challenger. But we've got two of our Ancient Mariner rods out right now. I'm going to work on the third one here in just a minute. I've got to put a new rig on it because we lost our rig over there on that last spot. But you see the bright green right down there on that one and that one. That's our two Ancient Mariner rods. We got the 10-footer and the 7'6" out. And of course, you know, they've got River Cats tackle hooks at the end of those lines. We've got the 10-aught German steel hook that is designed by the all the guys that are sponsored by River Cats. We all got together and designed that hook, put our stamp of approval on it. It is in production and it is for sale. You can get them on the River Cats Tackle website. Use DSO10, get yourself 10% off on those hooks. And I do love the new German steel 10-aught hooks. I still throw a lot of the crimson red wide gap 8-aught. I just cannot get over how I absolutely love that hook. And I'm pretty much 50-50 on when I rig up my rods now. I put the 10-aught German steel hook on half the rods, but there's no way I'm giving up that crimson red hook. So I put half the rods have the crimson red hooks on them. Those are two great hooks that you can't go wrong using them. Oh, don't mind me. I got like 57 guides on this one rod here, and I'm trying to put the line through all of them and get them in here. Oh. Well, y'all, I am just like, I don't know if I'm just been exerting myself too much lately or dehydrated or whatever, but I'm just exhausted today. I am freaking tired as I can be. I've I used to try to sleep in a little bit on the weekend and catch up on all the rest that I missed throughout the work week. But with all the tournaments going on and stuff, I have just not had a weekend where I get to sleep in. I've had to get up early every day, 7 days a week for the past, I don't know how long. And it's really starting to take its toll on me because I just feel tired all the time. Plus, I'm getting older. That don't help none. Don't help a bit. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to get a sip of water or something here. Then I'm going to tie this rig on, which is all tangled up now. Thank goodness. Oh, God, what a mess we made here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a drink or not. I'm too busy messing with the other stuff. There we go. All right. There's that 10-aught German steel hook I was talking about. We're gonna throw that right behind the spook on three-way rig. I'm gonna put a weight on there, get that tied on, and we're gonna pitch that way out there. Which I mean, all you guys can see out there, see all that trash floating on the water. It's gonna be super sketchy throwing line out that far because you're probably just asking for trouble. All right, I said I was gonna do it. Let me take a minute. Let me get a drink of water. Let me get a drink of water. Oh yeah, because I am thirsty. Oh God. Oh no, look at this. He's gonna creep in here and catch all of our lines. See that guy? Let's see if he's gonna miss them. Where'd you come from? I came from a seed and grew into a tree. Then I died and I'm on the water, floating around, screwing your stuff up. Well, Mr. Log, just move on along. All right, he missed Black Betty. He's slipping past her. I think we're gonna be all right. He is going just outside of them lines, so it's gonna be all right. He's gonna float right past us. Ah, crap! He brought his buddy with him. Are you kidding me? What is that? A freaking telephone pole? That's why I'm kind of. Oh, look! There's a soft-shell turtle riding on that log. Look, can y'all see him? There's a soft-shell turtle riding on that log. Yep, he jumped off. Probably gonna dive down there and eat my bait. All right, y'all. Full bottle of water. Oh. And we just turned it into a half a bottle of water. Yep, I was a bit thirsty. Oh gosh. I hate boaters for into my lines. Yep. Well, I tell you what, that's another advantage to doing this drop line thing. I just got the long rods out there and the lines are dropped straight down off this ledge. If a boater comes there and gets in my line, he's going to crash into the bank. Like English buses, wait all day and three came at once. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get this rig tied on here. I got to get a weight on it. Yeah, we're just right off the bank, you guys. Uncle Jeep, what's going on? Yeah, they do look like torpedoes, don't they? But they're everywhere, man. I mean, I don't know how far out there you guys can see, but the river is covered with giant logs like that. I mean, a freaking lot of them. There's a lot of them out there, which makes this, it's really hard to come over here and fish and do a show for you guys with all this crap floating on the water. But we're going to try. See if we can't get on something. 3, 4, and 5. Get my knot tied here. God, it's taking me forever to get this rig tied on here because I keep stopping for different reasons. All right, we got to add a weight onto it. Let me go over here to the tackle bag and get a weight. I do want to throw one rod way out there, but man, I'm really skeptical about it because I just know I'm hung up in them cotton picking trees. Catfish Weekly, Law, my hero. The man that I want to be less like when I get 10 years older. You know, people ask you all the time, what's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? My 10-year plan is to be Lost Stokes in 10 years. That's my 10-year plan. And trust me, that's a pretty damn good goal to have. There ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, I'm gonna put this weight on here and I'm gonna sling this out here. I'm gonna try to throw it out there. I know this is gonna be a huge mistake, you guys, because all I'm gonna do is get hung up and break off another rig. But I can't resist the temptation of fishing the deep water way out there. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Let me go grab a weight. I'll be right back. I want to show y'all something real quick. Um, I was watching Panfish Nation Wednesday night, and there was a conversation about, Lyle was talking about um, how solid. When you see a buoy in the river, those things are freaking anchored down. I'm telling you what, it's just, you would not believe, imagine how much force it takes to break one of those loose. Now, that being said, y'all see that? It's going down through there. That is a freaking buoy. Okay. Those things are anchored down to like you would not believe how much force it takes to rip one of those loose. I've had one of those float by probably about every half hour. Now, that ought to give you some kind of idea of how much debris and trash is floating down this river that it can stack up enough to get enough pressure to break a freaking buoy loose. But yeah, they've been floating by all day, so all the crap on the river has just totally devastated the buoy markers out here. It's ripped them loose, and like I said, there goes one that's heading down to Creole land. Hey, Creole, keep an eye out for my buoy. When it gets down to Louisiana, give me a call. Tell me it passed by. I wish I could hook it and bring it in here. I'd write my name on it and push it back out there. But yep, there goes another buoy, another one. There's one. I don't know if you can see it or not down there. There's a red one that's caught in a log jam and it's pushed up onto the bank right down there. Big red buoy. These logs and all this trash on this river have absolutely just tore these things up. So you can imagine what it does to a fishing line out there floating by. You know what I'm saying? These logs come by, they hook your rod, and the next thing you know, if you've got 5 or 6 rods out and you ain't fast enough to get them reeled in, well, sir and ma'am, you have what we call in the Hiss area a freaking mess. What do I do with that sinker I just had? Oh, I put it on the rod. See, I'm wanting to throw a rod way out there. But man, I just don't know, guys. I mean, y'all can y'all see those logs floating down? There's a freaking lot of them. I just don't know if it'd just be a stupid thing to do to throw out there. Of course it'll be a stupid thing to do. That's why we're going to do it. We're going to let this little group of logs float by and get out of the way. Then we're going to chunk that rod out there real far. Get out there in some deep water. Because I want at least one rod way out there. It's a dumb idea. Oh my God. There's just like, it's a never ending parade of sticks and logs coming down through here. Now, what it is that barge just went by, and he throws waves up on the bank, and it pulls all that crap into the water. Uh-oh, we just got a bite on the ancient mariner rod. Oh, hang on, guys, hang on. Well, that's encouraging. That's our first bite here. Let's keep an eye on that. I probably scared that fish off because what you don't realize is, well, you do, you should realize it because I done told you. See that rod sticking up like that? That line is straight down in the water. It's maybe 4 feet off the bank. 4 feet straight down. But it's deep right there. There's a drop off. There's like a big shelf there, like an L-shaped shelf. And what I'm doing is I'm dropping right down in the corner of that L. Let me see. I'm dropping right there on that shelf. But we just got a little tippy tap on that. My guess it's either going to be a channel cat or a turtle. Hey, there's Jerry Parker. I wasn't watching the screen. Let me scoot you guys over where I can see a little better. That was our first little bite. Back up, Skull Rush. Let's see here. What did he say? Parker, tough bite yesterday. You ain't kidding, buddy. Did I let you know when all the passes the Greenville down here? Oh, absolutely, man. Dude, I'm sending you plenty of them. Hey, I'm sending you enough lumber to build a town. How about that? Okay? It is on its way. Yeah, I shouldn't have ran up to that rod because that fish is right there on the bank and I probably spooked him. But I said, yeah, there's my buddy Jerry Parker and here my brother. What's going on, PJ? JP? Man, what if I got dyslexic today? What the hell's going on? I'm saying stuff backwards. I told you. I sat out in that sun too long. NJ, fishing maniac in the house. I'm scrolling back a little bit. I missed some of you guys. I missed you. I missed you. Josh Thompson in the house. Another one of my bank angling brothers. Patrick Gray. I think I said hi to you earlier. I'm not sure. Oh, God. Man, all of it's heat exhaustion or whatever. Starting to get stomach cramps. I need to drink some more water. Gumbo! What's up, Gumbo? Man, that just burns my butt. We got that little bite on that rod right there just a minute ago. He just tapped it enough, just kind of aggravating me is all he's doing. All right, some of these logs are cleared out for now. Oh my God, that is a whole tree out there. I'm talking root wad, the works. Everything from the top limb to the bottom root. My God. That's a mess. That's a lot of freaking wood in the water. Let's get that rod baited up. I'm going to get one more drink of water real quick. God, I'm thirsty. I think I got another jug in the truck. I'm pretty sure that's going to be hot water, though. It ain't going to be cold. Want to be outdoors? Y'all hit that thumb up. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh, that water bottle's getting pretty low. I better save that. I don't want to drink it up too daggum fast. I do have a half of a Mountain Dew in there. Let's see here. What did he say? Even has squirrels riding on it. Oh, you talking about squirrels riding on them logs? Dude, I had a log come by one time. Oh, there he goes. He's biting again. He's biting again. Boy, he's not being very aggressive with it. He's just tapping. I don't know if you guys can see that rod or not. He just tapped on it again. Let's hurry up and get that other rod baited up and get it out there. Then we can sit back and just watch these things. What do y'all say? Let that skipjack laying out too long. It's dried up. Let's move our bait cooler over here in the shade so it's not so that hot on it. Man, I don't think that skipjack's any good. That nerve ain't pitch him. Oh, good grief, man. Oh, this is a stupid idea. I guarantee you. I just threw that rod way out there. I guarantee you that's a huge mistake. That is a huge mistake. It is dragging on the bottom right now, bouncing on crap. I probably should have took that spook off there so it wouldn't have so much. Yeah, it's going to drag straight down the river. Get it hung up on God knows what, and then I just wasted a rig. Well, maybe it'll settle into a nice calm spot. Something to get on there. I hate fishing when all this trash is on the water, though. It's absolutely aggravating. It does not make for fun fishing day. Yeah, see, it's going to get, that line's going to sweep downstream, and all them little logs right there is going to get right in it. I might as well pull that thing in and just drop it straight down like I am them other ones. Yep, them logs there is going to catch it. Well, we said it would, but we threw it out there anyway. Because you know what? Because we're hard headed and we do stuff even though we know it's not a good idea. But it is what it is. Yep, that log hit it. Let's see if it's going to come off there or if it's going to pull that line into the trash. I don't know. Man, look at all that. Y'all see all that cottonwood fluff floating around here? That stuff's irritating too. Boy, you talk about something that'll mess up an air conditioner. That'll do it. Why did my screen get so dark all of a sudden? I can barely read chat again. I'm going to raise that up just a hair where I'm not. There we go. We'll raise that up just a little bit. Make it eye level and see it a little bit better. Man, I wish that one fish had quit. He's tapped on it twice. I almost bet you guys that's either a turtle or an eel. It could be. The eels are really bad right in this spot right here. This is where I caught that 37-inch eel. Well, a few shows back. I was fishing right off the bank. Sure enough, that gum eel got my bait. But I got that eel. I still got that eel in the freezer too. I just froze him whole. They ain't no better debate today, Jerry Parker. Today the fishing is crap too. Ugh. If we could just keep this water level, keep it high like this, but when all this trash finally gets out of here, you know, it's going to float out. Eventually, it's going to clear out of here. If we ever get this trash to clear out of here, man, the fishing's going to be pretty dang good. I love fishing this high water. I just don't like fishing this high water when I got trees floating down it, telephone poles, all that crap like that. Oh, 54 people on YouTube, 3 on Facebook watching right now. Man, I hope we can catch that little. Oh, I lost signal for a second, didn't I? You just love fishing. I do. I do. I mean, you guys got to realize, uh, I'm out here every cotton picking weekend, and I'm talking about all year long. Dead of winter, sleet, snow, ice, thunderstorms, lightning, tornadoes, hurricanes, and I'm still out here every weekend. You think I would get burned out on it? And you know, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes on days when you have like just all this crap floating down the river and there's grass and trash and it just makes the fishing so hard. You sit there and ask yourself, why am I not at home watching TV and drinking a beer in the backyard or just chilling out under the umbrella or something? But every time I've ever tried to stay home, all I can think about is, man, today might be the day that you catch a big old giant monster fish. And I get up and I run over here every time. And I mean, I could be sitting at home and know for a fact that it is crap. The river is trash. It's junked up. It's gonna be a pain in the neck, and I'll still talk myself into coming over here because somewhere out there in that river, I'm gonna tell you what. That's the Mississippi, you guys. That's a lot of freaking water. It's somewhere out there. It may be somewhere up north. It may be all the way down to Louisiana. But somewhere in this Mississippi River, I promise you, is the biggest blue cat in the entire world. Now, I'm not trying to take away from Lake Kerr. I know they hold the world record. But I can promise you, when you got that much water that runs across from top to bottom, all the way it splits the United States in half, you cannot tell me that the biggest blue cat in the world ain't out there somewhere. And you got to remember this too. Mississippi River ain't just the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River has also got its little sisters attached to it, like the Missouri River and the Ohio and all them. They're all part of it. They're all part of it. And all they're doing is having all that water out there to grow the biggest catfish in the world. It's out there somewhere. And I come out here every weekend looking for him. He's out there. I know it. You know it. Lyle Stokes knows it for sure. Just ask him. Jerry Parker knows it. And there's a lot of people out there that think that, oh, well, my river. I'm like, yes, your river is awesome. Your river is amazing. But this is the biggest river in the United States, you guys. This is it. This is the big one. Right there, you're looking at it. There you go. Law said it. Mississippi River is the greatest body of water in the United States. That is a fact. We're not bragging. We're stating a fact. And you can't tell me the biggest body of water ain't going to have the biggest cotton picking fish. We just got to catch the thing. It's up to me. It's up to Richard Cluck. It's up to Jeremy DeFore. It's up to Jerry Parker. It's up to everybody that fishes the Mississippi River to get out there and find it. It's somewhere out there. But you ain't going to catch him sitting on the couch. That's why I'm here every weekend. I don't get tired of fishing. I get tired of bad days of fishing. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's still a slip. I agree, Danny. I think the world record catfish is going to come out of the Mississippi River. Eventually, absolutely it will. And there's 200 pounder somewhere. I would not be shocked. Been while fishing, hello, driving back home from the muddy, slimy, rainy bowfin adventure. It was a great adventure, though. The Weekend Angler. There's my buddy Josh. Holy crap. Is that a stick or are we getting a bite on that rod we threw way out there? Let me watch it for a minute. It was jerking pretty hard. I think it's a stick, you guys. I'm pretty sure that's a stick. Yeah, just another heart attack. Man, I got to go up to Crab Orchard Lake, and I know you guys are going to get sick. I put like 2 or 3 videos out. Crab Orchard Lake, Crab Orchard Lake, Crab Orchard Lake. But Josh Dunnigan got me to go up there, and man, I tell you what, I am absolutely hooked on that place right now. Absolutely love it. And I'm glad that him and Christina Dunnigan talked me into coming up there because, man, I had the time of my life at that lake. Oh, good grief. Look at all that crap coming. And see that barge going through there. He's going to break loose a whole bunch more. The only rod we got that ain't safe is that one we threw far out there, far out there. Oh, man. You know what? My back's starting to hurt sitting here in this chair for so long, too, though. It's bad on my back. You know, my only regret, when I went up to Crab Orchard and met up with Josh Dunnigan and Jerry Parker, Jerry come up there and stayed in the camper with me one night, and we went out on Jerry's boat a bunch of times. I never did get on Josh's boat, and I regret that. But, you know, Parker, he's stingy. He just said, get in my boat, let's go. And the next time I go, I'm going to have to jump on the boat with Josh Dunnigan. But, man, I tell you what, I was having so much fun with Parker, it didn't cross my mind like it should have. And Josh knows though I'm gonna get on that boat with him. Missy Kennedy, what's up, sis? But the thing about Josh is Josh knows that lake better than pretty much any of the rest of us. He knows it better than anybody I know. That's the truth. I ain't saying he knows it better than anybody. He knows it better than anybody I know. And Josh flies across that lake. And I know if I get in the boat with Josh Dunnigan, his number one goal is going to be to scare the piss out of me. That's all he's about. He's going, I want to get Danny on my boat. I said, why does he want me on his boat so bad? And I know why. Josh is going to try to scare the living hell out of me on that boat. Is what Josh is going to do. But that's all right because I'm up for the challenge, and I definitely will be getting on the boat with Josh Dunnigan sometime in the near future. Up in the air, Ron. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, buddy. Shirley T in the house. Stop going to great fishing spot. My bucket list is turning into a book. You got it. Dude, Crab Orchard, you got to hit it. They still won't get the world record blue cat, but I bet. Oh, I got to back up and see what he said. I'm missing a lot of y'all's stuff here. Grew up on that lake, the only one we fished when I was little, and yes, we want to go for a while. Yeah, see, I know it. Dunnigan's going to try to freaking give me a heart attack. Uh, wouldn't recommend getting on the boat with Josh unless you like speed. HS Outdoors. I had seen Josh Dunnigan going across that. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to make this public. When we went live that night, I said, look at him driving like a moron. I didn't mean that he didn't have no sense. That ain't what I meant, you guys. I mean, he was driving so damn fast, it would have scared the piss out of me. That's what I meant by that. But I'm going to tell you something. Josh knows that lake. He knows where the high spots are. He knows where the low spots are. And he can run through there as fast as he wants because he knows what he's doing. But see, I don't know that if I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I just think he's lost his cotton picking mind. He's trying to kill me. Patrick Gray, are any fish jumping around? Yeah, every now and then. Oh my God, look at that cluster of crap that's heading toward my line. Ugh. It's a freaking nightmare, guys. We just got trash everywhere on this river. Crab Orchard Lakes, like they stole also. Good deal, good deal. Oh my God. Man, my back is killing me, you guys. That's another reason this is going to be a short live today. We've been live for an hour and 22 minutes. We're going to go for a little while, though, because we got a little bit of encouragement a while ago. We got a little bite on that one rod there. Don't pay no attention to that 14-footer that's jerking. It's all them trees and stuff hitting that line down there. That's what's happening there. That ain't no fish. That's a tree. On the smaller sticks like that, it works out pretty good. Uh, Danny, we all know how much you like boats. Not, you know what? I don't really mind boats so much. Uh, I used to spend all my time on a boat on Mississippi. But guys, you know, I'm not scared of the river. I'm not. But I'll tell you this: there's been a lot of freaking people killed on this river. Even here recently, we've lost a guy, a boater out here. It was just within a few weeks ago. And I'm talking about people that have, they're not newbies. These are people that's been on this river for a long freaking time. And it's still, this river will still claim, uh, well, there goes Black Betty getting caught up on a stick right there. Come on, fur, you cotton picker. Man, I'm catching logs like crazy. That 14-footer's hung up on a stick. Now, what was I talking about? You could be the best boater out there. You can know all the tricks and tips and safety stuff. All it takes is getting complacent for one freaking second, guys. 1 second, and you're done. You're freaking done. So, yeah, I'm not as crazy about getting out on a boat as I used to be. I'm not scared of it. I'm just, I'm overly concerned, let's say. Because, man, that rod down, I'm going to have to reel that up. It's catching every freaking tree on the river right now. Oh, that river will chew you up and spit you out. Sure, it absolutely will, guys. Yeah, oh my God, I got a huge limb on that tree down. Well, what are we going to say? I can't throw it way out there. It's too much. We'll drop it straight in the lane. Now you see what I'm talking about, y'all? That rod sticking out there. I just dropped that. That line is coming straight down. But yes, I'm fishing right on the bank. But I'm telling you, if you try to step out into the water right there, you're going to take one step and it's 12 to 15 foot deep right off the bank. I mean, that is a drop off ledge right there. Whenever this river is down, me and Richard have to climb down a ledge there to get to the fishing spot. Well, that ledge is underwater right now. So all we're doing is we're sticking these long rods straight out. We're not sticking them up in the rod holder. We're sticking them out, and we're dropping the line straight down. And yeah, I like to throw way out there, but like I said, this is what I was doing when I caught that 88 pounder. He was 10 feet off the bank. That 88 was. I was maybe 50 yards upstream that way when I caught that 80 pounder. Well, I mean, we're right here in this general area. He lives here. He's still here somewhere. So we're just going to let rods dangle. We're going to dangle like Jenny and Forrest. Just let them dangle in the water and see if something. We're going to check the bait on that one while ago because I think an eel cleaned us off. Those eels love cruising along this bank too. There's a lot of them. Catch fish with us. What's up? Man, them people on fire. When I go into a tournament now and they say catch fish with us is in there, I can pretty much give up. But, hey, I'll tell you what, though. I will say this. They're fishing up there at Sandusky Bay and stuff, and they're lighting up them channel cats and getting them, anywhere from 2 to 10 pounders. I will say this about Crab Orchard Lake, and this is nothing against catch fish with us. I would definitely go up against them, channel cat for channel cat, at Crab Orchard Lake versus Sandusky. I would. I wouldn't be scared to take that challenge. You put me on the boat with Josh Dunnigan or Jerry Parker, and I will put Crab Orchard Lake. I will give them a run for their money. Now, I ain't going to say we're going to whoop them. I'm going to say I'll give them a fight. Okay? They won't just walk off and whoop me. They're gonna have a fight on their hands if I go up there and fish that. Oh, look at all these little lit sticks and logs. They're just like they're hanging around my lines right here. And there goes a flotation device off of somebody's boat. That's not a good sign. That means there's a boat out there somewhere that's got a flotation device missing. Hopefully it wasn't attached to a person. Jerry Parker don't belong on a boat. He's a bank angler. Well, you know what? I agree. Uh, Jerry Parker's one of the finest bank anglers out there. But I don't know. He got this little boat fetish he's wanting to go through. It's a phase. He's going through it. I believe we'll get him back eventually. Just let him go through his little phase. He thinks he wants to be a boat guy for some reason, but I don't know. Jerry Parker is deadly on the bank. And he's not giving up bank angling. Don't get me wrong. He's just trying to expand his horizons some. That's what he's doing. Parker ain't fooling me. He's got bank angling in his blood. He's too good at walking 100 miles along jagged rock and shorelines to get to a good spot to say, well, I guess I'm going to get in the boat and drive up there. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get out of the freaking boat, man. Pull it up on the bank and get out of the boat. We'll check the bait on that one here in a minute. We got solar flares today. Oh, Hey, I'll buy that for $1. I'll use that excuse. Solar flares. We got solar flares, y'all. We ain't gonna catch nothing. Oh, God, my back is hurting. Some of you older fellers know what I'm talking about. Right there in the small of your back, right above your buttocks. It just pinched nerves and stuff, killing me. It's killing me, I'm telling you. I think I got some ibuprofen in the truck. No, I need to go take a couple of them. Let's see here. Now, hey, so I sat for 3 hours the other day, and I missed the biggest takedown I ever had, and that was it for me the rest of the day. I know, don't that suck when you sit forever and ever and ever, and then you get a massive takedown and you miss that fish after sitting there for hours on end? Yeah, it can test your stick to itiveness, let's say. It'll make you want to throw the rod down on the ground, stomp on it, and drive to the house. But it is what it is. We just do what we do. Yeah, that barge, just look at this. He's stirring all this crap up. There's going to be trust me, here shortly, there's going to be a ton of trees floating down through here that he washed off the bank. They are on their way. Trust me. They're coming. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. And it's a freaking tree, I guarantee it. Now, let go, stick, let go. Have one of them grab a hold of Black Betty for a minute. There sure is a lot of Sunday drivers up on the levee this morning. People driving by and saying, look at that idiot down there trying to fish all them logs and trees and sticks and stuff. He ain't got no sense at all. Whoa, that one a big old fish just rolled right there. I almost bet you it was a big gar or a big buffalo, though. Them buffalo love doing that. They'll put their back out of the water like a dolphin. You'll see them come up and just like whoop, and their back will come out of the water. You ever see a dolphin when the dolphin goes over? Wait a minute. I don't think that was a stick. I don't think that was a stick. Let's keep an eye on that for a second. Something just whacked that rod and there wasn't no sticks going by. We'll keep an eye on it. We shall keep an eye on it. We shall keep an eye on it. Just one eye, though. I'm going to keep an eye on them other 3 rods. My right eye's on the other 3 rods. My left eye's on that rod. And it's giving me a headache because I'm all cockeyed. I'm looking in 2 different directions at once. Oh, Lord have mercy. Boy, even in the shade, this humidity is just killing. Let me do this right here. Bombadita, bombadita. Happy trails to you. Till we meet again. There we go. We'll pop that link back up there again. Anybody out there fishing want to come up? You don't have to. I mean, who the hell wants to hang out with me doing this? I don't blame you. It's over a mile across that river, and we're restricting ourselves to 10 feet off the bank. I've seen people come down with cane poles and doing this, and catch fish too. You see old folks down here with a cane pole, and they would just sit there and fish right off of the bank, and just wear them little channel cats out, man. They's using worms and chicken liver. Jesus, it's hot out here. Man, Bank fishing is fun. Gotta love the old river rat roots. You got that right, Benoit. See, another cool thing. See, I got them rods. Basically, they're almost horizontal. They're pointing out at a really sharp angle over the water. One of the coolest things is when you do get a big fish on there, he can pull that rod tip down and actually make it touch the water from the rod holder. I've had it happen. It may not happen today, but I've had it happen. A bunch of freaking times I've had it happen. And I love it. You look up and that rod tip goes straight down and it touches the water, and then you have to fight to try to get it out of the rod holder because they're pulling on it so hard you can't get the freaking handle out of the rod holder. A lot of times I'll have to hold my thumb on the spool and release some line just to get the rod out of there. Now that's a stick. That's a stick. I seen that rod move and I jumped. Got a stick caught on our line right there. Is it gonna come off there by itself? It might. Let's see. A lot of times they'll just bounce off of your line, and sometimes you have to go over and help it a little bit. Yeah, we'll probably have to go help that one. I don't think it's gonna come off there. Yeah, let's get that stick off there. Stupid stick. Get a little faster. There we go. Oh, I had the camera turned. Y'all couldn't see that. I was caught up in that root wad. Um, yeah, that looks like an eel been chewing on that. There's a freaking eel. I almost guarantee that's what that bite was we had a while ago. The eel chewing on that bait. All right. Yeah, that rod got oh, it's reeled in. It got hung up, and I had to just bounce it and jig it and bounce it, and I got it loose and got my rig back with the weight and the hook because You see them trees there? Okay, well, the roots, if this water would drop down and that bank is sticking, there's root wads sticking out along the bank. And the cool thing about that is the channel cat and the flatheads, um, they hang around them root wads. The uncool thing about it is that when you reel up, you're in those root wads. You actually got a better chance of getting that rod out of there, that rig out of there, if a fish gets on it. Just reeling up, most of the time you're going to catch a root on that hook. But if you got a fish on there, you can bounce his big fat head right off the side of that root and bring it right on around him. Now we got our patch of sticks on that rod right there. This is just absolute horrible conditions, you guys. But you know what? We're not gonna cry. We're not gonna complain. Look at that. That little log right there is gonna catch Black Betty. Right there. Come on, are you gonna? Oh, it flipped off there. Thank God. Now he's gonna catch that rod. Nope, he got off there. It makes fishing tough, but I'm not. But the thing is, though, you can still catch fish. Michael Williams, how's it going? Hello, everyone. Good luck, Danny. I need all the luck I can get, brother. I got so many freaking trees floating down through here that I'm thinking start reeling them in and cutting them up and making boards out of them and sell them lumber. But I don't care. We're fishing. Man, that old boy in that boat way out there, he needs to watch it because there's some big old trees out there where he's at. And he's flying. He's going to smack one of them trees. He's going to tear the front of that boat off. Hopefully he's watching real close. I don't know. What size tank are you using? Okay, because I'm dropping straight down right now, I'm not going any bigger than a 5 ounce. Most of these have got 4 ounce because, like I said, I'm fishing straight down right there. Let's see. I think one of them has a 5 ounce on. The other three have 4. But the current is not really bad right until you get about 15 or 20 feet out, and then it picks up. It's moving really slow along the shoreline, but you go out and there's like a little mini current seam right there. Because see, there's a bunch of stuff poking out down here that kind of blocks that current. If you look, see, if you can see these sticks floating by real slow, but if you look out a little further, they're floating by real fast, and we're fishing in the slow current right off the bank here. That's why when you throw out there real forward, it just whips your line downstream real fast and bows the rod, because that current is way, way stronger when you go about 20 or 30 feet out. And then when you go out a little bit further, it's even stronger and stronger and stronger. The further out you throw, the stronger it is. Closer to the bank, because we're in like we're at the top of the horseshoe. If you if you look on Google Earth, okay, and you follow the Mississippi River up to right where the boot heel of Missouri is, that's the southeastern part of Missouri. And if you look, the Mississippi River makes a big, it's actually a almost an S shape, but there's a big horseshoe shape there. I am right at the top of that horseshoe. It's where I'm fishing at right now. You look on Google Earth and you see that big, it's like a big loop, and it comes back, and it almost comes back together at the bottom of the loop where it's cut through. And it's going to, eventually it will make its way through, because that's Kentucky over there. But that whole section there is going to turn into an island someday, because it's going to get separated from the rest of the river. It's working on cutting across there naturally, and eventually it'll happen. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime, but it'll be in our kids' lifetime. What's on the bait menu? I've got shad and skipjack. I had one crawfish left this morning, and that was the one good bite I got. I threw my last crawfish on there. I threw it out there, and something slammed that rod and pulled it, and it ran it right into the rocks and wrapped it up. And when I tried to reel it in, I broke off. So I lost my last live crawfish this morning. Now I'm just using skipjack and shad. But to be perfectly honest, um, you could come out here with a box of worms and fish right off the bank right here, and you'd probably have better luck catching channel cats doing that than you would throwing the skipjack and the shad. For some reason, you can throw them worms right off the bank because I guess the worms are closer to the bank, and they're up in there trying to find them. And if you drop a worm out there, they're not going to be huge by no means. I mean, you might get a 6 or 7 pounder, but you can sit here and just tear the little bitty channel cats up, the little 2, 3, 4 pounders on worms, just fishing the same way that I am right now. Yeah, for some reason, they just can't seem to pass up a worm. They'll nibble on that skipjack, they'll nibble on that shad, but it seems like when they find a worm on a hook, they just smoke that thing. I mean, they grab it and just whoop it down. Man, I got all kinds of little bitty trash floating down now. It's like scum on the water. Ugh, y'all, I don't know how much longer I can take this. It's just a fruitless effort right now. It's ridiculous. I think there's a stick on that rod right there. The limbs are actually getting worse as we sit here. We never give up hope, though. I don't know how many times I've sat here and fought these sticks and fought this trash and wound up catching a big fish. I mean, a good one. I'm talking about 30 pounds and up, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and a 80. Just right off the bank here, doing what I'm doing right now, sitting here griping, complaining about all this trash. And then all of a sudden the rod would go down and it'd be a monster fish on there. You just got to fight the fight. You know what I mean? Look at that cluster of crap. Just junk floating on the water. And that barge right there that's leaving, he's the one that broke all that stuff loose. I ain't mad at him. He's doing a job, a very important job. It's got to be done. Does it screw up my fishing when he comes through here and blows all that crap on me? Absolutely. But he's got to do what he's doing. He's making a living for his family and he's providing a service for, they're hauling rocks to keep the banks solid and not eroding out. They're hauling grain. They're hauling all kinds of crap. It's a necessary evil for a fisherman. You've got to let them do their job. Which I don't know what I could do about it with a 5-ounce sinker throwing at a barge. They could care less. You're not hurting them a bit. It ain't like one of them little bass trackers or something. You can hit those guys. They feel it. But you bang it offside that barge, they don't care. You ain't hurt him in the least. Yep, you never know. Dude, I've sat here for hours on end thinking why? And then all of a sudden, boom, you find out why. More often than not, it don't happen. But when it does, it's worth the days that you sat out here waiting on it to happen. You know what I mean? Coming back weekend after weekend, over and over and over again. You got some sleepy sneaking up on me too. Oh, big boat or not, that's why we always go back to the bank where it all started. Never know what you catch. That's right, Benoit. Fishing on the boat's cool, man. I mean, you got the graft. You can sit there and you don't waste as much time as you do on the bank. And a waste of time is the word waste is probably a bad choice of words because it's not a waste of time, in my opinion. Um, you can narrow down the search in a boat, which makes it real convenient and it adds to the fun. You go there in a boat, you got your graph running, and you go, oh crap, there's a bunch of fish. You spot them. You go up there and you anchor up or you spot lock and you throw on them and you try to catch them. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, boat fishing is absolutely a blast. But there's just something really primitive about just walking up to the edge of the river and going back to the days when you used to cut a fork out of a tree and jab it down the ground and prop your rods in it. I wouldn't do that now. These tackle rods cost too much. That was back when I was running a Zepco 202 and you know, that when a little fish jumped out of the water right in the middle of that sticks, right in the middle of that crap. I know he poked himself in the eye, but the primitive aspect of it of coming up here and just going bare knuckles gear, uh, going against a big old catfish. There's something about that. That stick right there is fixing to catch that rod right about. Wait a minute, he's gonna spin around it. Keep going, spin on around, keep going. There you go. That's a good stick right there. He didn't grab my line. He just kept on going. He touched it and spun around. Now he's gonna grab that one though, little bastard. Good God. You just passed that other rod up. Why you won't pick on that one? And he's gonna drag me up into those roots and get me stuck in them. Oh man, that's just aggravating right there. Let me see if I can get him off there. And that's another advantage of fishing right here on the bank, just right off the shoreline. You can actually take that rod and dip it underneath that stick and get it off of it. He's gonna get caught up on that little rod down there now. Yep, he did. He caught the last one. He made it past the first one. He got caught up on the second one and got him loose. He made it past the third rod, and then he grabbed the fourth rod. That little cotton picker took a stupid stick. Oh, it's killing me. You know, I could go fish the backwaters right now and get on fish, but man, I want to fish the river. I don't want to fish the backwater. I'm tired of fishing the backwater. I want to fish on the Mississippi. It's just a stubborn, hard-headed. That's what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on all this crap to go by. I can't remember what it was that I was supposed to do this afternoon. Hold on. What was that? Hang on a minute. Actually, got a fire on that rod. Oh my God, there comes a pine tree. Oh, there ain't even got no bait on it. got something pecking on that rod down there. It's not a stick. Yeah, Black Betty didn't even hit no bait on her. No bait at all. There wasn't no bait on that rod. They ain't no telling how long that rod been sitting there with no bait on it. But them sticks, they catch the line and they drag that hook along the bottom. And 9 times out of 10, when you reeled up, there ain't no bait on there. It wasn't a fish. I mean, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's just that the sticks drag the bait along the bottom until it pops off the hook, tears it up. Yeah, if you're into hardcore fishing, this is it. It's all good though. This trash will clear off here before too long, and we'll be back to normal. And it, you know what though? That's what sucks about it. By the time this trash is all gone, these fish are gonna be in full blown spawn, which makes it, guess what? Tough fishing again. See, we just can't catch a break down here. Don't get me wrong. We still get on fish every now and then. On some good ones. And we got spots we can go. We can catch channel cats and stuff like that. We're chasing these big giant blues and these big giant flatheads though. You know, if all the ingredients in a stew aren't just right, it's just crap. It ain't worth eating. Same way with this river. If everything doesn't come together just right, it's crap. But it's still worth fishing. The name of the game here is just, well, what you got to do is just come over here and not worry about it. You sit down and you try to spend this, use this time to relax and kind of kick back and with the rods out. And and if you're lucky, something come along, get on there. It's all about patience. Don't worry about the fishing part of it. Worry about the relaxing and enjoying it. Man, that barge is just really tearing my crap up. Look at this. Man, you're killing me, dude. Like I said, no hard feelings though. You're doing a job that's got to be done. And look, he turns his ass right toward me. So he's blowing that jet wash, that prop wash right at me. He's making that turn, and you're catching 100% of the prop wash off that thing. And what's he doing? He's blowing all them sticks and logs right off the bank, right toward you. But he's doing his job, like I said. I don't care. It'll be all right. Them boys make good money too on them river boats. See, I couldn't work on a riverboat. I'd get fired because I'd be fishing all the time. They'd be like, is he back there doing what he's supposed to be doing? No, he's back there fishing pole again. Well, when we stop at the next port, just put him off, give him his paycheck, and send him home. That'd be my career on a tugboat. One trip, and they'd fire me because I spent too much time fishing. That's some big old log grabbing hold of Black Betty again. She gonna come off her? I think she's gonna come off her on her own. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're free and clear. We got out of there. We got out of that one. Log floated right on by. See, when the barge comes by, that's when you get all this little stuff. He blows it off the bank. Man, I should have went down there to Combs Lake and just went after channel cats today. Is what I should have done. I'd been better off. We'll be there next weekend though. Next weekend, me and Coda Cat and Kylie the Kid. I think Stacia's gonna go with us too. I'm pretty sure Stacia's gonna go with us. So we'll have my wife and my two granddaughters are gonna be in the kids tournament. But we're gonna be chasing some channel cats on that tournament. We're looking to take numbers and we're gonna try for numbers and smallest fish. Now last year, Coda and Brantley, Coda got biggest fish and most fish in her age group, and Brantley got smallest fish in his age group. So both of them won in that tournament. Well, this year we're taking the two girls, and Brantley's going to church camp. So it's going to be the two girls going after it. See what we can do. Now, I don't know about Kylie. She's a she hasn't done near as much fishing as Coda has. I can put Coda out there and don't worry about it. Coda can handle her own business. Kylie, I'm gonna probably have to keep an eye on her and kind of coach her along when she's reeling in and stuff. Cause she has a tendency to just grab that rod and start reeling. And don't stop reeling. She don't fight the fish, she just tries to reel it in. What the crap's going on there? That's what time is it? Man, it's only 1 o'clock. Oh, good God. See, I told you that barge just went by and prop washed it. And look at that. That's what he sent me for a gift. Oh, yeah. And it's going to hook that rod right there. Yeah. Get it. Get it good. Go ahead, log. Get all up in there. Tangle every one of them up. Ugh. He's going to be right up into the roots. Got it loose, sir. Remember when I was telling you all ago about how them logs will grab your line and drag your hook along the bottom? That'll rip the bait right off your hook, dragging along there. Oh, he's got that little rod down there bad. Gonna come off of it? I don't think so. They'll give us a little bit longer, and then we're probably gonna call it. I just got too daggone many sticks, man. I can't fight these things all day long. I'm not losing a whole lot of rigs. That's the plus side of it, because I'm fishing right here next to the bank. So we're not exactly losing equipment. 205 wild action. I don't think I said hi to you yet. I didn't know you came in here. See, what you're watching right now is somebody who don't know when to quit. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting here looking at this and watching all this trash float by. It's hooking the lines. It's making a mess. And we've only had, I think, one bite or one rod get tapped on the whole time we've been here. And it's just stubborn persistence, basically, is what you're looking at. But we've been live for an hour and 44 minutes. I said we was going to do about 2 hours. We'll see here. Let's see. Oh, what about outdoors? Be blessed all. I got to get to Walmart for a honey get list. I bet you do. Or get list. Good luck, brother. Pray your kids are good. Well, thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, man. We'll get together again soon and fish. I'm going to take you to some of these new spots that we've checked out when the water gets right. Oh, Maddie's a good guy, man. I fished with him a couple times. He's come up here and fished with me and Richard Cluck. He's a pretty decent feller. I've had all this I can take, I think. Yeah, it is. Been alive for an hour and 45 minutes. I'll tell y'all what. I'm going to go about 15 more minutes of this crap. And I'm going to shut this live down. And I'm going to jump in the truck. And we may go hit some creek channels and stuff like that. I got a couple spots I want to go check out. And if I get onto something, we may pop back up live. Or I may just go, every now and then I like to go river, just turn the camera off, you know what I mean? And just go fishing. Take all the pressure off of you. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that every now and then. Burrito catfishing lady, my PB buddy. Well, let's see if I'll shut this down in 15 minutes. That'll put me at 2 o'clock. Stacia told me to try to be home by 4:30. That'll give me enough time. I can run over to this one creek channel I know and fiddle fart around there for a little bit and get maybe another hour or so fishing in. But then I got to go home because I got stuff I got to do before it gets dark. I know I was supposed to get up on top of the camper with the scrub brush and the soap bucket and wash the roof and clean it off. I ain't done that yet. Go up there and check the seals on all the seams and make sure they're good. So we're fixing to be hooking the old camper up and doing some traveling here soon. 4th of July weekend, we're going to be on Lake Wapapella all week, which I hate Lake Wapapella. About all I can do up there is crappie and bluegill fish because uh, most of the guys that catfish up there use jug lines and trot lines. You don't see a whole lot of them rod and reel fishing for catfish at Lake Wapapella. Trot lines and jug lines mostly. I'm just not really into that right now. I just don't care nothing for it. May try to get on a few crappie or something. I don't know. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, it's just a never-ending parade of trash, you guys. I'm on, like I said, I'll stick it out for another 11 minutes, but yeah, I can only take so much of that. Them logs keep getting bigger and bigger as they come down through here. Yeah, I know, Guerrero, but she ain't never gave me a chore to do and not had like 5 other things attached to it. And here's the thing: she knows to give me a list of about 10 things because I'm only going to do about 3 of them, and that's on me, not her. I don't know if that was a stick or a fish. That's a stick. Look at all that trash. Well, that's a big old log there. It's got my line. almost hit the camera. He came loose and went flying. That long. Yeah, we're beating on a dead horse here, y'all, because that ain't gonna quit. Them logs are getting worse. I think the river's still rising a little bit, so it's picking up more and more and more trash. So you about 7 more minutes, man. And I'm gonna pack it up and I'm gonna go do some. I know some little creeks and stuff I can go hit, and I think I'm gonna go try to catch some channel cats. And if I get on something real good, I may go live again. We'll see. Donald Weir. But yeah, I think I'll fix it. Call it on this. I'm just burning daylight now. But y'all know me. I'm gonna come out here and try for you. I'm gonna try to see if I catch something. There was a cotton picking car tire, inflated car tire, floating down the road, still on the rim. The tire with a rim on it, aired up, floating down the river. Yeah, we can't fight stuff like that. That's just too much. It's just too much, y'all. I can't do it. La 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 la. I'm starting to lose my shade where I'm sitting at too. Yeah, that's better. Oh, it's like trying to fish the gauntlet. There we go. Go ahead and run that down. Well, ain't nobody can say we didn't try today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna slip on over. I know a couple of ditches and creek channels. It's got some pretty good channel cats in them. I'm gonna fiddle fart around there for about an hour, and then we'll head on home. I just don't know how well y'all can see all that crap floating on the water, but man, it's bad. Oh. But we'll put on a better show next weekend because we're going to Combs Lake in Kennett, Missouri. We'll be chasing after channel cats. We're gonna catch a lot of bullheads. I'm gonna give you a head up. I'm gonna warn you. There's gonna be a lot of bullheads on our rods that week. But we'll get a lot of little channel cats too. Get into little 4, 5, 6 pounders maybe. Most of them's gonna be about 2 or 3 pounds. But that'll be on the kids tournament on Muskrat Adventures channel and Creole Catfishing's channel next Saturday. You guys make sure you tune in and watch that. I'm gonna be out there with my granddaughters, so they're gonna be representing the kids in this area. And you can about bet you Coda's gonna get on some fish. She's just definitely will. Kylie's gonna try to get on some, see what she can do. She don't have the experience that Coda does, but she's got the same amount of enthusiasm, trust me. Kylie gets excited about everything. But we'll be there for y'all next week. Next Saturday. Man, I can't wait too. That's gonna be I've been looking forward to that for a long time. Oh, I'll go check out a few more spots, see if they're flooded out though on the way home. Kind of get a little scouting mission going, you know what I'm saying? Oh, good God. Man, wait till y'all see what's coming now. Yeah, that's gonna catch every one of them lines. Not that. It's what's coming around that tree. That's gonna get them. Yeah, it's just too hard to fish this crap. There comes ones I'm talking about. We have had enough of that today. I think I think we gave it more than the old college try, without a doubt. Don't catch that line. Don't catch that line. Don't catch that line. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Whoo, dodged a bullet on that one, I think. Lord have mercy. How in the world that all that went right in between them two rods and didn't catch either one of those lines? That was pure luck right there. It didn't catch either one of them. It went right in between them. Oh my goodness. Here, let me turn this camera around and I'm gonna set y'all free to go search through YouTube and find somebody that's doing something besides not catching fish. Just a second here. Oh God, what am I looking for? Oh, that, yeah. There we go. That's got it. All right, we was out here for 2 hours and 1 minute. Fruitless effort, but we got to spend time on the river. It ain't ready yet. We got to get rid of all this trash. The water's back, thank God. I've been fishing the drought conditions for a year and a half. Now I got so much freaking water, everything in the world is floating down it. Oh my God, there's a huge log fixing to catch all those lines right there. It's going to get them all. It's gonna get them all. It's there. It goes. It's got the first one. I'm gonna have to go fix that real quick. Hold on. All right then. Yeah, I'm gonna reel all these up and get on out of here. But I got a couple spots I'm gonna stop on the way home and check out, and maybe just take like one rod, pitch it out, and see if I can't get on something. It won't be no blue cat. The spots I'm going to now ain't got no blue cat. They might have some flathead in there. I don't think so. There's mostly channel cat. But I appreciate you guys wasting 2 hours with me. I had fun hanging out with you guys, even if we ain't catching fish. But we're gonna get on them. We're gonna get on them. It's gonna happen. Y'all seen me do it in the past, and you will see me do it in the future. There just ain't nothing going on in the present right now. Boy, I'd hate that big old giant cottonwood tree to fall on me right now. That thing is deader than a doornail. That's a big old tree too. I don't like sitting under them big dead trees like that. They don't call them widow makers for nothing. But we're definitely gonna pack up. I didn't even see that tree there. I'm getting the hell out of here. That thing fall on you and smash you like a piss ant. Oh, that's the part that I hate. Drilling up, picking up all this crap, and getting out of this chair. I actually quite fond of sitting in this chair. But it's, hey, woodpecker, what's up? It's an actual woodpecker. I'm not calling somebody that. Um, again, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'm gonna go check out a couple of creeks that I know I catch a bunch of channel cats in, and may just roll camera on it, may just fish a little bit. I don't know. If I start catching like 100 catfish in 15 minutes, you can bet your butt I'll go live. But the way it looks right now, we're gonna end this show right here. I'm dragging it out way too long. I should have said bye. I should have been out of here, but that's the way I do it. I just ramble on and on and on. You're my brothers, you're my sisters, you're my catfish family. God bless each and every one of you, because you know, you know that Danny Stone loves you with all my heart. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.